Hey guys, what's going on? This is Dribby. Welcome back to the last Chronogenesis preview. I apologize for being a little less than up to date. I've just been out of town for the holidays, but I am back and I'm gonna give you the last run through. And because I know you guys love super long, lengthy videos, of course. But this time, I am determined to not do that, even though it's going to be long, because there are a lot of cards to cover. Let's get right into it. Swordcraft, Insect Lord, go! Insect Lord, go. Thank you. Fan is a 2-drop 1/1. Deal X damage to random enemy follower. X equals the number of cards played this turn, including this card. It's gonna... I think people are gonna use this card because it's cheap. It's a very cheap card. It's a 2-drop. Like, you can use this card to ping multiple creatures. As plays playing Cassiopeia, whatever her name is. This is good for pinging a lot of creatures and getting things ready for the Rhinoceros. Really, literally, it's so weird they're making cards like this because Rhinoceros is gonna be out of like rotation soon, so it's cool for unlimited, for rotation. I'm not sure how this card's gonna be used. I'm assuming they're gonna find a way somehow. Moving on. Did you talk about Fairy Saber? I'm not sure if we did. I don't think we did. I'm sorry, I've been watching so many other preview videos that I kind of get them mixed up with my own. But just in case if I didn't, very briefly, Rush, give all the allied +1/+0, give all other followers Rush, but at least 2 cards are played this turn. It's okay. It's very okay. It's really awesome if you have a board presence, but in the chance that you, or yeah, by chance you don't, it's whatever. Rain Elfsmith. If you evolve her, if you played at least 3 cards this turn, give another allied follower +1/+0 and Rush. This follower can't be damaged until the end of turn. Really solid in a aggro deck. Do I think people are going to use this in an aggro deck? I don't know. And also, I don't know, it's one of those things where you literally just have to... This text, if you played at least 3 cards this turn, if this includes herself included, then yeah, she's good. She's a good card. If not, then she's terrible. It's pretty much what boils down to that. Fairy Torrent. Return an allied follower or amulet to your hand. Restore X defense to your leader. X is the defense. X is the number of returned cards. Enhance 5. Return all allied followers and amulets instead. So yeah, you have something that heals you now. I don't think anyone's gonna play for the enhanced turn. I literally think it's just another thing to bounce back cards. I don't even think a card like this was necessary, TBH. But it is what it is. Let's see, Crimson Bolt Elf. 3-drop 2/3. If you evolve her, deal 2 damage to X random enemy followers. X equals the number. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm having like a mental fart right now. X equals the number of cards played this turn. So essentially, the later in game, like you play her on turn 5, and I don't know, you have like 2 fairies. You can just do 2 damage to everyone. She's alright. Her evolution stats kind of suck because she just becomes a 3/4, but given what she does, if you just have a fairy or whatnot, excuse me, then yeah, she's okay. She's good. Let me see. Instincts Unleashed. I know I didn't go over this card. Give an ally follower +1/+0. Deal X damage to an enemy follower. X equals the attack of strongest allied follower in play. This card can only be played when both a targetable allied card and enemy card are in play. Yeah. because you need something on the field. Like, best case scenario, like, or worst case scenario, all you can play is literally just like a fairy and then this spell. Like, ooh, I did 2 damage to you. Big freaking whoop. I don't know, it's a really weird card to have in Swordcraft. Not a huge fan. Wield Philosopher. Give another hand +1/+0. Put 2 fairies into your hand. Okay, puts fairies into your hand. I don't really care about the first ability. It's either +1/+0. I know I went over that. Leaf Man. I love that. It's like just like a leaf. Who's like, he thinks he's a man. Oh, I love it. Enhance 5. Give all allied followers +1/+0. Those followers can't be damaged by spells and effects. These effects last until the end of your opponent's turn. That's really cool. So it's like if I drop Elza essentially. Excuse me. So it's not good, it's not bad. I love the art. Fire Spike Growth. Countdown to deal 1 damage to random enemy follower. Deal 1 damage to an enemy follower if this amulet is returned to your hand. At the end of the turn, put a fairy into your hand. So it's okay. Like it's good if you go first. Wait. That's not that good if you go first. It's okay. This is okay card. It's interesting. I can't see it being used. That's interesting. Swordcraft. Arthur, Night King. Wow, for once, it's Arthur as a dude. I'm very confused. Randomly put different Swordcraft followers that cost 2 play points or less from your deck into play until your area is full. This is kind of broken as shit. I mean, the stats are a little bit low, because it's like a 2/6 for 7. But if you have a field full of like 2 drops, does it matter? I don't know. It's cool because even when like you just get a 2-drop and they're like, oh, they're kind of useless, I can't do anything with them. But I don't know. This card, Arthur Night King, guarantees that they can be useful on turn 7. So I'm excited to see this card in play. Next one. Okay, I don't think I talked about the other one. Dark Saber Melissa. I think she's supposed to be like just literally the quote-unquote evil version of like Aurelia. Award. Gain -X -0. X equals the number of allied followers in play. Gain +0/+Y. Y equals the number of enemy followers in play. Can't be targeted by enemy spells and effects. So she's already better because she has this ability just flat out. And it's like, oh, gain -X -0. Like, it's simple. Just don't have any allied followers in play. Or if you have more than 6 play points, play her first and play something else. Like, it's really, in my mind, really easy to work around that. Yeah, so she's like just, I don't know, I can imagine her just being really hard to kill. I like her a lot. I hope I get her. Let's see. Oh, no, there's this one. Confront Adversity. Not sure if I went over this card. Summon a Shield Guardian and a Knight. Deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. I'm not sure if I went over this spell, but if I did, a Shield Guardian is a 1/1 and a Knight is just a 1/1. But Shield Guardian is a 1/1 with Ward, so it's like, eh? This card I'm super excited for. Lancer of the Tempest. Rush. Fanfare, enhance 7. Whenever this follower attacks, deal 2 damage to all enemy followers. So it has Rush. So it hits something for 5 on turn 7, and then does 2 damage to everything else, which is great because, you know, Swordcraft doesn't really have any kind of, you know, wide range attack, well, until now. So that's gonna be annoying to deal with. Little Chancellor. Let's see, he's a 2/2. When playing a card using a defense effect, recover 1 play point. Not too many creatures use enhanced effects enough that you can use it to do like shenanigans with this card, so it's actually really bad. I'm not a huge fan. Frontline Cavalier, it's 4-drop 3/4. Remember, when an officer follower comes into play, restore 1 defense to your leader. When you evolve, summon 2 heavy knights. So this is the first time there's actual healing in this game, which is interesting. In this class, which is interesting. So I'm here for that. Here for that 100%. Accolade. Give an allied follower a clash. Draw a card. Change that follower into a commander follower if they are an officer follower. Just like a lot going on with this, but nothing that helps you like damage or like, it's a cute card. I feel like people will use it just to try it out, but I can't see it being used much. Castle Guardian, 5-drop 3/6. Just 3/6 with ward. No one's probably gonna use it because it costs 5. Yikes. Assassination Jutsu. Destroy an enemy with 3 defense or less. So it's like Giant Slayer. Or Pact of the Nether Gods. I think that's what it's called. Either way, it's alright. I actually can imagine people like running this, maybe if they were using a more control deck. Either way, let's move on. Nova Flare, I don't believe we went over this. 4-drop spell, deals 2 damage to all followers. I love it. I actually love it. Just pings everything for 2. Yeah. That is a good 4-drop spell. Silent Laboratory. 2-drop amulet. Randomly summon one of the following: clay golem or zombie. It's Earth Sigil, so that should be noted. That's cute. And it's an Earth Sigil, so I'm here for that. 7, Expel Soul. I was looking at this earlier. Destroy an enemy follower, draw a card, spell boost, draw 1 more. It's not good because there's just already so many cards that draw for Runecraft. It's like, do you need to pay 7 to draw a lot of cards when you're probably going to be drawing endless amount of cards in the spell boost deck? Like, spell boost is like half of it is drawing cards. Like, you just draw cards for the rest of your life. So I'm not a huge fan of that. Chain Lightning. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Put a Chain Lightning if you have 3 or less cards in your hand. I'd love to do this. Maybe it costs 3. But, girl, it costs 5. That's a lot. That's a lot of damn. I mean, not a damn, just a high cost. Summoner, I went over these. Okay. Dragoncraft. Frenzied Drake. I'm not sure if I went over this one. Deals damage to all of the followers. X equals number of Dragoncraft cards in your hand. I feel like this is going to be. This is like Lil Bahamut without the amulet removal. So, yeah, I think it's alright. I think it's good for the cost and what it does. It's gonna be a good replacement for Bahamut when it gets rotated out. Tower Warden Adele. Hello? Is it me? Okay. Ward. It's a 4-drop 3/3 with ward. Fanfare. If only one other allied follower is in play, gain drain. I think that's really cool. I really like this ability. It's a good one. I like this one. I'm gonna try to use it at some point. Let's see, Dragon Horde? Did I go over Dragon Horde? I feel like I did. If I didn't, let's just take a look. Put a Maelstrom Dragon in your hand. At hands 3, put 1 more into your hand. I feel like no one's really gonna be using that 3-drop spell. Because Storm Dragon is like the 2-1 that gets Storm with overflow. So it's like, eh. It's cool, but not really paying too much attention to it. Frostfire Dragon, 4/6, well into 6/8. Deal 3 damage to a random follower. A random enemy follower can't attack next turn. Lots of random stuff. And really poor stats on top of it. So, Actually, I actually understand the concept why they make it like that. So that's actually kind of cool. I don't know, maybe I'll use it, who knows. I just don't like that it's random. Bane, 4/2/2 with Bane, last word summon a Basilisk. Dragon Aficionado. 2/1, 3-drop. Ugh, not the best stats. You couldn't make it a 2/2, really? Fanfare, summon a Fire Drake Whelp. I think I already went over this. I did go over this card. Yes. And a Basilisk is a 3/1/1 with Bane. And a Fire Drake Whelp is it's a 1/1/1, and when it dies it deals 1 damage to an enemy follower. That's pretty cool. I like that. Maybe if it was a 2/2 would have been better, but I don't know. It's a card that summons multiple cards. That's always pretty strong, in my opinion. Next up in Shadowcraft, you have Death Dragon Caller. Which has Fanfare, Reanimate 10. Now, I think I need to make a correction if I haven't done so in my last video. This is literally so late at night, and I totally kind of forgot if I made another video from last time where I totally got this ability wrong. But to Reanimate 10, which I believe that means the highest costing creature that I think costs 10 PP or like costs as close to 10 PP gets brought back to life. I'm pretty sure that's what Reanimate is. So they didn't really reveal too much about the mechanics because it's a new mechanic. But I'm totally looking forward to it. Let's see. Abyss Straddler. I don't think I went over this one. It's an A15. At the end of your turn, perform Necromancy for gain +3/+0. Whenever a follower attacks, if this follower has at least 10 attack, destroy this follower. Last words, deal X damage to enemy leader. X equals this follower's attack. So yeah, this can end up doing a lot of damage, and God forbid you reanimate it. Like, I don't know, it's like some weird burn, but stats are pretty low. I'm not sure how I feel about this card yet. It's, I don't know, the verdict is too early to say anything. So I'll just stand by and watch it be played and be like, oh, and then I'll be like, oh, hey, newsflash, guys, this deck is broken as shit. Skeleton Prince, 6/2/3, Fanfare, summon a Skeleton Knight, which is a 3/1, and when it dies, it summons a skeleton, and then last words for Skeleton Prince is summon a skeleton. So just get a shit ton of skeletons. So altogether, it's a 5/4, and when it dies, it gets 2 skeletons. Not bad. Definitely not bad. So that breathes life. So as I said, I made a mistake because I didn't know what this was. So Excuse me. So this value gives your... So if I play this on turn 8, whatever creature that was... Like, for example, if a Kawi just died, Underwatchman Kawi just died, turn 7, and you play this card, it comes back on turn 8 because you play Reanimate 8. So it'll come back because it costs 7, which is obviously less than 8. So, but you only get to pay 5 for it, which is pretty cool. So this is actually a really good card to use, especially late game. Anubis. Bury your right, randomly destroy one of the strongest enemy followers in play. Yeah, this is actually a really good card. You literally just discard a card and blow up a card. Like, and it's a 5/5, so I feel like a lot of people are gonna use it because it's just a good card to have. I know I talked about Soul Caller and Gravitation. Mummy. it's just Mummy. That's it. Ooh, evolution art's kind of scary. Fanfare Necromancy 4. Deal 2 damage to an enemy follower. I would, but Necromancy 4 is a lot, and I'd rather use it for a Soul Squasher. Let's see. Okay, I think that's that. Knocked. This is Bloodcraft now. Doing the legendary for Bloodcraft. Last words. Give both leaders the following effect. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to your leader. Interesting. So could you imagine? Turn 5, knocked. Turn 6, Cassiopeia, and then and then turn what 8 or 9 Jormungand. Like, your opponent just gets punished for life. Like, endless pinging for damage. I kind of love it. I'm not sure if it's gonna be useful. I think if you're gonna be running this card, you need Demonic Ram. You actually literally just need it. But I'm here for it. I like it. Excuse me. Terror Demon. 4-drop 2/4. Comes with Drain. Whenever ally follower evolves, this follower gains +1/+0 while in your hand. This is an interesting card. I kind of like it. I kind of really like it. I may like it. Do I like it more than the Demon? The Righteous Devil? That's what I meant to say. Righteous Devil? Yet to be seen. Definitely yet to be seen, but I'm here for it. Devil Blade. At the end of your turn, all allied followers gain +1/+0. Deal 2 damage to your leader if Vengeance is not active for you. I'm not sure if I can see this card being used. Because if you're doing it, if you want to give +1/+0 to all your followers, then you're probably playing aggro deck, and then on turn 4 I'm like, why are you just not like playing more creatures to kill your enemy with? Like, I don't know. Probably not a good card. Vasago. Destroy an allied follower, then put a copy of that follower to play and give it Rush. I don't know what this combos well with, per se. Maybe with like the Stormwolf. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. 3/2/2 Pazuzu. Bane. Fanfare, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers if Vengeance is active for you. It's okay. But, you know, Vengeance is going to be active on turn 3, so I'm okay with that. Savage Wolf. 3-drop 2/2. Great. More Storm and Bloodcraft. So we have the Blood Wolf, and now we have the Savage Wolf. Yay! They're more aggro. Let me live. Oh, God, I'm so sad. Glass Brand Demon. Enhance. 5, gain 3, +3/+3. Deal 2 damage to your leader if vengeance is not active to you. Restore 2 damage to your leader if vengeance is active for you. Interesting card. It might be strong. Consider only because it becomes a 5/5 on turn 5, which is like you're just, you know, right there on the curve. So that's actually kind of cool. Excuse me. Cursed Scarecrow. 4/1. So not only can you get killed by magic missile, you can't attack the enemy leader. Literally a god awful card. Ew. No. Absolutely not.